Mrazek gave you anxiety, Gabriel. Why? Why did he give you anxiety? You bit yourself while eating food because he let out a weird rebound. Guys, I think people need to relax on this rebound stuff, man. Hey. He's mad now. Listen, I think people need to relax on this rebound stuff. Hey, Newfie, how you doing, man? Cobra's in the house, son. Hello. Looking good with that nice maple leaf beside your name, though, huh? Oh, my finger can't quite get there, but, looking good with that maple leaf beside your name. There's only one way to get one of those, guys. We all know how to do it. But yeah, no, like the rebound stuff, I know they're supposed to control rebounds, but they can't control everyone, man. Goalies are letting out rebounds all over the league. It happens. It's not as controlled as people think. But now that people got that little bit of information, it's like, oh, well, don't you know goalies are supposed to control their rebounds? No, not at 100%. Like a good goalie probably does it about like 48% of the time. Still less than half. To perfectly control your rebounds, like it's not happening, man. They have to react too quickly. It's not as easy as it sounds. So I think people just need to chill on all goalies across the league for a little bit. Chill on goalies. They have the hardest job in professional sports, other than like maybe like soccer goaltenders and combat sports. Let's not get into that. I'm talking about like non-combat sports. But yeah, a goaltender in hockey, are you kidding me? It's ridiculously hard. So everybody needs to chill, I think. Yeah, like at least he does make the save. But it was a little scary when our Leafs are sketchy in front of the net. That's the problem though. You're nailing it there, see? See? Like the Leafs need to be so much better. I mean, in terms of trying to win a cup, I think. Because in playoff time, we all know it gets hectic. Teams are just going to want to throw pucks on the net. And if the Leafs aren't good at clearing out rebounds, at tying up sticks, if they're not good at protecting that front of their net, that's where they're going to have trouble again, come playoff time. So I hope they fix it. It's honestly a very easy thing to fix as long as you like commit to doing it. It's about changing your whole mental pattern. You know what I mean? Your thought process has to change in order to play like that. That's a tough thing to do. I get it. But it's a lot easier to change this than to change the way the game is played. You know what I mean? Like you can't really get, how much faster can you get? You know what I mean? They can't all be McDavid. How much more accurate with your shots can you be? Like they're not super soldiers. At some point, they have to start thinking differently if they want to be better than more skilled players. The best thing you can do as a team is to outsmart your opponent. You don't have to outwork them, outsmart them. So as soon as the Leafs get that kind of mentality, oh, watch out. I'm telling you, this team's going to be dangerous, and they might already be getting there. I think they might be. Crappy Cannoli, how you doing? Yeah, kind of crazy how if they play defense, they don't let in as many goals. Right? Incredible. Incredible. Because I really think that New Jersey didn't really get any opportunities worth mentioning. They got lucky on a shot that got deflected by a sliding player. You know what I mean? And then after that, it was one slip up defensively that, like, honestly, with how often they've been doing it lately, it's nice to see it only happen once a game. It's nice to see that kind of goal only happen once a game instead of 3 times. Right? I think that the Rangers game, the last Rangers game, had about 3 of those goals in a single game. Like, it was bad in January, man, and people kept blaming the goalies, and I'm just like, no, it's this stuff. Now they're tightening it up, and look, oh, their goalies are doing better now. Oh, okay, cool, I guess. Chug that bottle! What's this thing, got a hole? Jeez, awful stuff. It's water. I just mean when it gets all over me, it's awful. You know what I mean? But yeah, what a penalty kill. I mean, I love a good penalty kill. I love it. You know, I think it's just as impressive as offense. When you see a 5-on-3 get squashed for any more than a minute too, like if you've got a 5-on-3 going for more than a minute and the defending team doesn't give up a single goal, like that's a standing ovation, man. I get hyped for that stuff. I love it. Because I've been there on a very, very small level. And when you're part of that 3, It is the most insane rush ever. You are hanging on by the seat of your pants, man. And if you're good at just keeping a level head under that kind of pressure, it's actually kind of easy sometimes. You're just clearing pucks out when you get them. You know what I mean? You're just trying to cut off lanes as best you can, pray for rebounds, and when you get them, ditch it down the ice, man, as best you can. I mean, it's wild. It's wild. So, I love that stuff, you know? What's my thoughts on Morgan Rielly on the blue line? What do you mean? Isn't that always where he is? What are we talking about? What are we talking about? I mean, look, I think Rielly is so good at both sides of the game, but he doesn't play both sides at the same time. Does that make sense? So he can do things both offensively and defensively that make highlight reels. They do. That's how good he is. But I rarely see a game where he's capable of doing both types of highlight reels in the same game. You know what I mean? It's either highlight reel offense, not so much defense, or it's reversed, or it's just kind of a neutral game for him where he's neither. You know, he's just a good, steady defenseman. And all that is good enough. All that is good enough to be an incredibly good defenseman in this league. You know? But if he ever wanted to dominate to the point where, like, he's arguably the best defenseman in the NHL, I think he could get there if he just figured out a way to do those highlight reel moments, be that good on both sides of the puck in the same game. You know? And that's an incredible thing to ask. I mean, again, that's like asking somebody, yeah, you're going to beat Paul Coffey now. That's just it. You're just going to do it. And it's like, well, what? You know? Or asking a new defenseman, like, guess what? You're gonna beat Bobby Orr is what you're going to do. Like, you can't really ask that of people. You know what I mean? So I think we get every dollar's worth out of Morgan Rielly the way he is. He doesn't need to change or improve to earn what he's getting paid. I love him. Glad he's here. Could have been captain. I would have been super happy about it. So love Morgan Rielly. Do I think Fleury will excel in Minnesota? Yeah, why not? He's a hit and miss guy with me. He's had some seasons in the he's had some postseasons, I should say, where he's looked like an absolute legend and deserved the cups he's got and stuff like that. And there's other times where, like, Pittsburgh was ready to blame him for the whole season, coming down to him in the playoffs, and they think he fluffed it. You know what I mean? So I don't really follow Pittsburgh enough to really know for sure if that was the case. You kind of have to follow a team a whole season to kind of get their storyline down, you know, to understand the rhythms of what's going on with their team. You can't be a casual fan and have the full story. But you can have some of the story, and that's why I like to check in on other teams, like Winnipeg. Where are they at? Anybody know what's going on with Winnipeg? No, of course you don't, because nobody cares. Well, that'll get the comments going tomorrow. Whatever, we got that game coming up, and I'm excited for it, right? Tell all your friends it's going to be Winnipeg versus Toronto soon. So, hey, is there anything better than beating the Leafs? We're going to find out, Winnipeg. We're going to find out. Will Campbell come back strong? You betcha. You betcha. Soup! It's happening. All right. And, you know, thanks for coming out, guys. I'm going to let it go right there. It was a real good one. Real good one. Lots of participation, lots of questions, lots of active chat members. I love it, guys. You really help the show go. So, you know what I mean? You invite people out. Invite people out that you like chatting with, all right? Let them come out, too. They got some cool things to say, right? You know, I can't be the only channel you follow along with. I can't be the only Twitch channel you watch or Instagrammer that you're tagging along with. So, you know, reach out to the other ones you like and invite them here, too, and everything. Let's get everybody to hang out, you know? All right, so we'll get after it after the next game. I think we have another couple days off, so maybe we'll try and fit in another surprise stream or something like that. We'll see. You never know. Sometimes I like to surprise y'all, okay? Thanks very much, guys. See you on the next one. Like, that sounds like somebody says that already on YouTube, don't they? I don't know, man. I just rip people off.